Yes, I would like to go live now. Alrighty. Let's give it a few seconds for the things to work and for the time-lapse delay. All the things. Just keep hitting refresh.
Yes.
Let's hope this is working. Is it working? Yes, we're working. Fabulous. 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 Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Live. Welcome to my face and my card making space. All the good things. Yeah. Oh, fun. So, hello, Evelyn's in Estonia. Hello, Evelyn. And Carol and Olivia and Shannon and Patricia and Betsy, and there's a lot of you. There's a lot of you. This is fun. So, hurrah. And I got hair everywhere. I have my heater going. That should actually not, this one won't really interrupt the noise at all when the big heater kicks in. We'll see how much the mic picks up. It should be fine within reason, hopefully.
If it's too loud, I can just go turn it off for a little bit.
I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Well, and whatever. We're gonna have to make it work because today isn't even that cold. It's gonna get cold. So, we just got to suck it up and deal with it. So, yeah. It looks like everything's working. My comments are like backwards because I'm distracted as always. It's not like freezing cold. I don't know. It's just cold right now in here. I don't know. Like, it's like my fingers feel cold. So I was like, I turned on my heater and
it's pretty windy.
Is it? Is that what it is? Yeah. When it's windy, it's cold here. Like, and for those that aren't aware, we are in Saskatchewan because I've had people asking that again. And yeah, we're in Saskatchewan. It gets cold. And this is nothing. It's going to get really cold. Mm-hmm. Oh, fun. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting as it gets colder. We're still going to keep doing the lives. I'm not moving my workspace cuz yeah, I got too much stuff. There's nowhere else. I have nowhere else to go. I've got nowhere else to go. So, yeah. Heaters galore. We might end up investing in a second one to keep Chris toasty while we do these live streams. We'll see how things go. We'll know in about a month.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of October.
First -20 day by the mid to end of November.
Yeah, mid-November is when it's gonna get. We'll get hit with some blasty cold. Blah, blah, blah. Not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Okay. So yeah, hello to everyone. I like when I say that and someone thumbs down. And it just, I swear, the thumbs down button it just triggers me to like start doing the haters. They're my motivators. I need that shirt. I need it. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how you do it during the winter months. Honestly, we grew up with it. We're used to it. It's just, it gets a little interesting for me being in a garage, trying to stay warm, trying to keep my supplies from freezing. It's not that bad per se. It's just our big heater can get really noisy and that drives me insane when I'm doing voiceovers. Haven't done live streams from the, -50 weather we will get. It happens every winter. So, we'll see. But anyway, all the ramblings and all the things to say hello. Hello to all my peoples. And I missed a bunch of the comments. Oh, well, good. Thank you, Michelle. Really encouraged me to come out of my comfort zone. Love splatters. Splatters for the win, always. Actually, funny enough, I was watching one of my really old videos because I posted it back when I used to actually post them on Facebook too. I don't know why I used to do that. Anyway, many years ago. And it popped up, in my little memories. And I was just curious. So because I don't rewatch my old videos because I don't have time. But I was rewatching it and it's funny from all those years ago. And I was like, because, splatter everything and how much I love splatter. And I was like, Yeah, I have been doing this a really long time. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. So, yeah. So you're watching your real time. Yeah. Yep. Fall has been nice. Oh, it is. And fall's going to be... We're supposed to have nice weather this coming week, which I am all for. I love fall. We usually get like 2 days of it. Yeah. And then the wind hits and it's cold and miserable, and it's just literally cold and miserable till the snow hits. I actually don't mind winter. Again, it's the wind more than anything. I don't like wind. You know, a little breeze when it's hot out, perfect. Other than that, I don't like wind, and it's stupid windy here all the time. Drives me insane. So anyway, okay. I'm imagining you sitting there in a furry hooded coat and fingerless gloves. Actually, fingerless gloves I might have to think of.
Yeah, maybe.
I know I have some, but maybe I should get some for crafting. Because it's my hands right now. Like, my fingers are cold. I've been dealing with that a lot lately. It's just like, my hands just get cold. And then that's hard to craft with. So, anyway. Okay. My tacky glue spends a good portion of winter in my bra. Yeah. And actually, that was the most risque photo I've ever posted to my Instagram. That was, gosh, a couple years. I forget. No, more than a couple years ago. Because it was before I moved down here. Yeah. But yeah, I posted a picture, like, because I haven't used them in a long time. The Nouveau drops. The whatever they call them. I've got some of them. Anyway, those things, that was one of my, like, tips and tricks is, yeah, just like my phone, I shove them in my bra. Because body heat will warm them up. Because if they're cold, because you want to get the nice little dome, etc. So I'd taken a picture, like, trying not to, like, show anything inappropriate. It's very risque. People got a kick out of it. Anyway, it's somewhere on my Instagram from a bajillion years ago. And it works. You know, same with your glue, too. Yeah, if things start getting chilly, your glues, Nouveau drops, any sort of liquid product is going to start thickening and not act as well as it's supposed to. So that's also why I've invested in heaters and all the things out here, because I don't want any of this stuff freezing. Because some of it, freezing can actually, like, ruin the product. For the most part, that's never happened to me. Even when stuff is frozen, I just let it thaw out, and everything's been fine. But it's always something to keep in mind. But considering how many products and things I have delivered during the winter months, and they will literally show up like frozen solid. And I just let everything sit, let it come back up to room temperature, and I have yet to have anything actually ruined. But I know there's that one brand of glue, and someone will post it in the comments. I know there's one brand of glue that doesn't like to ship during the winter, and it will, apparently freezing it will ruin the glue. So, yeah. Oh, we don't... Truth. I'm always like, literally, it's like phone, sometimes some money, random things, like it just, we don't have pockets in our clothes, so I just shove it in my bra. What else are you supposed to do with it, honestly? And I got random things, and I only have 2 hands. I shove things in my bra. That's just it works. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Art glitter glue. Yes, I think that's the one that they have like warnings with the product that like either they won't ship it, or if you order it from other retailers, etc. Yeah, because that's one I don't think I've ever worked with art glitter glue, because it's frozen half the year here. So, you know, I didn't want to test something that could possibly not be cool. Anywho. Hope you have a cozy blankie on your lap in winter. Yeah, actually, I have a heated one that I got at Costco. I have it kind of over there, which is also, Chris will probably be wrapped up in that once it starts getting like chillier. Although I've draped it on the back of my chair. I've done that when it's really cold. I've draped my heated throw because I can plug it in like where I plug in my heat tool to keep my chair warm. It works. It works, you know. I got all kinds of little tricks and things. So anyway, yeah, that was answered to the monkey. I'm in Saskatchewan. So, okay. We're gonna get into the card making. Halloween as I promised in, I think, the live I did on Facebook, for those that aren't on my Facebook page, I do very random things, random lives. A lot of times they're rants, which ruffle feathers, but whatever. But I figured out was that just yesterday I did that one? I think that was yesterday. My days are just a blur. I figured out how to use my software and do lives on my Facebook page with my fancy software and cameras and all the things. And that was actually a lot of fun because I can do the same thing on there, like adding comments. And I'm just like, I'm a tech expert now. I know everything. I figured out three things. Because I can add comments, I can do picture in picture on here, and I figured out how to do the Facebook. I figured it out. Life is great. Whatever. So, anywho, yeah, I think, perler beads. Yeah, yeah, good times. And yes, those that, you know, that get me and want to stick with me, you guys know, that's why I always say, welcome to the chaos. You guys get it. And those that don't like me, my personality, my way of doing things, whatever, you can unsubscribe, go to the regular videos, don't do the live streams. There's many communities out there, many fabulous makers doing all sorts of things. Like there's space for everyone. So if I'm not for you or whatever, that's totally okay. I'm fine with it. It's all good, because if we were all the same, it would be boring. So boring. So, yeah, the little live on Facebook was great. And again, it's linked below. All the things are linked below. I remembered this time. I forgot last week, but I remembered this time. I have links to everything I plan to use in the description box below. I've got my unpaid intern. Okay, Chris. I need to make him a little like name tag or something. Just unpaid intern. That'll be my next craft project.
Maybe you could just give me a shirt that's just got my name on it.
A shirt with your name on it. This is great. I can't remember his name. Yeah. Actually, no, I just should get you a shirt that says unpaid intern.
Or that.
Anyway, he's helping moderate because sometimes I need that because, just trolls. And he's also going to help with like links and stuff too, because he posts them in the chat and, helps with things so that I am not multitasking like a crazy person. So it works. So, okay. I think we're good. Yeah. We're good. So, as promised, still doing Halloween, slowly petering down with the Halloween stuff. It legit makes me sad. I will not do Halloween all year. That has been suggested many times. However, even though I'm sad at the moment, really once Halloween is over and done with, I'm done with it, till next year, and then we'll go hard again and I'll do a million Halloween cards. But it ain't Halloween yet, so I still have ideas and I still want to make things. And I also thought I would combine everything I'm going to use today is oldie but goodie stuff. Nothing is new. Some of it, once you guys see the set, or if you check the supplies under the video, some of you know exactly what I'm going to use or, kind of where my brain is going. So, we're going to use some oldie but goodie sets, and I thought I would show I'm going to show the backups. Let's switch the camera and I'll explain what my method of things are. Okay. I still got to figure out how I can just like press one button and not drag this all over the screen. Like, that works. Okay. Mica stands press. I pulled out, these are my backups. Because I already have them organized on the shelf behind me. However, this set, literally this entire set, is on sale right now. And it's still on sale, I think. I linked to it, Chris, in my supplies.
Yes, you did.
And if you click on it, it should go right to the sale. So I'm hoping it's still on sale. Can you check? Like, put it on another window and double check? Because I don't want to promo it. It was one of the first things. The big mica stain pack.
Mica stain pack.
Wait, I lost something. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate that a lot. So, I guess this way. This way.
The bundle?
This way. Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Still on sale. Awesome. Okay. Because I don't want to, like, pimp things out and promote them and then be totally wrong. This set is on sale and it's almost half off. Again, Chris posted a link. I will have a link below the video. This is normally for all of these is like almost $80 US, something like that. I think it's 78 bucks, anything. Anyway, it's on sale for like nearly half price. Totally worth it. This is half of the mica stain sprays. These are all the Halloween colors, but there's a lot of variety. And then there's all the Christmas ones, which is a separate bundle, not on sale. So I thought I would concentrate on just these colors. And I thought I would show, because while you see the bundle online, it's like when I actually laid them out, I was like, that's a lot. You know, that's 18 sprays. So pretty sweet. So they're on sale, which is awesome. And yeah, those are my backups because they are seasonal. This is the Halloween set. The other mica stain sprays are the holiday ones. They are seasonal. Ranger only brings them out during the holidays. Places like Simon Says Stamp have stocked up heavily. And I do hope, but we will see, that Simon has enough stock that we'll just kind of keep using them throughout the year. You know, I'll keep using them, linking to them, etc. And they won't run out. But like I always say, I have no control over the stock. Whatever. But yeah, this set especially is a good, if you don't have any, it's a great time, or you want backups, because hello sale. So yeah, they're seasonal. Is what it is. Is what it is. I got no controls over it. Now, where was I going to put these? I forget. Oh, right here. Okay. So, that was that. Can you put it over there? Thank you. I like having an unpaid intern. It makes my life easier. So, there we go. Trying to explain the thought process. Wildflower stamp set. Oldie but goodie. I have an entire playlist on my YouTube channel using this stamp set. I have used it for years. It's old. When did this come out? 4 years ago. Still one of my favorites. I did check before I started the live stream. It is in stock because it happens. It happens. It's just one of my favorites. So, I thought I would use this and make Halloween cards with older product that is not Halloween at all. This is not Halloween, but I'm going to make it Halloween because that's what I like to do. So, I'm like, my brain is just like, even though everything's already planned out, but my brain doesn't work. Then we've got some Ranger watercolor paper. Amy, I will be your unpaid intern. Well, Chris is the best unpaid intern because he lives with me, you know? And I just call him unpaid, but it's a joke, you know? He volunteered. I don't force him. He volunteered to help, and we've been enjoying it. I enjoy bantering with him, and we hang out together on the Sunday afternoons because the rest of the time when I'm working, I'm generally in here all by myself all the time. Very lonely. I'm so lonely. Anyway. Although sometimes, same thing. When Chris isn't working, and if I'm working late, a lot of times he'll come and hang out and play video games and do things, and we do that too. So, it works. But, yeah. It's our thing. So, he's my unpaid intern, and it works. So, Ranger watercolor paper. Paper cutter. You guys see it? Like, my brain. Yeah. Oh, yes. Chris reminded me. There we go. He's back on. I knew I was forgetting something. So, I forgot the bat. Yeah. It's not Halloween until the bat is lit. The bat signal has been lit. We're good. We're good. Okay. I'm trying to think. I have like the whole card. Everything is planned out in my head. The whole thing. Start to finish. I have it planned out. Sometimes that happens. A lot of times it doesn't. Especially for my lives. I'm all over the place. But I need a second here. I'm just trying to think how I want to do this. I still think I want to go vertically. Okay, so I have my Ranger watercolor paper. I'm going to cut this to... For now, I'm going to cut it bigger than what I actually plan on using because I will trim this down a bit, but that'll give me a little bit of margin for like holding things and, you know. So right now, I'm going to cut these to full 5x7. So 5 inches by 7 inches. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's cut the next one. 5. Oh, not the dragonflies, but the other one. The other one that I always tend to use with this set. I did pull it out. I almost forgot. And then as I was like grabbing things, I was like, more ideas. So, okay. 2 5x7 panels, because why not make more than one? You know, while I'm mucking around. And yes. Okay. Okay. Truth. It helps. It helps. It depends on what's going through my brain half the time, but having Chris helping makes it a little easier, you know, for all things. So, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna use both stamps. We'll just do one at a time. And again, you can tell when I've used a set a lot because it starts to get very, very stained. So we're gonna line this guy up. Actually, I'm gonna wipe this down before I do anything to make sure I get all the greeblies.
Can't have the greeblies.
Can't have the greeblies. Plus, the cardstock just holds better when I don't have, because I always get so much anti-static powder and dust, because again, it's a garage. Dust, cobwebs, spiders. No. No. Just no. Only fake spiders on cards are okay. Not real ones. Not real ones. Just no.
Not too many June bugs?
Those don't bug me.
No.
No. They're gross, but they don't... Unless they're like if one started crawling, I'd freak out until I saw what it was. And then I don't care. Anyway. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Okay. I just want to line this up. Kind of want to make sure... Yeah. I really want it to stick in case I need to stamp it more than once. Because this is a large stamp and there is a lot of detail on it. I think I kind of want to go it like that with it. Yes. So we do that. Just like so. Then, I'm going to take this off of here again to prevent getting anti-static powder all over everything. So yeah. I love my Waffle Flower mats. I love them a lot. Like, I'm most likely going to be getting more of them because yeah, I want another big one for all my stenciling and stuff, and then I was like, I need more because I have more than one MISTI, and I was like, they all need to have one. It's just perfection. Anyway, and I'll do that with both panels. Anti-static powder on all the things. Tap off the excess, put him back in his place. Just like so. No, line you up where you belong. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's all good. Okay. Spiders with googly eyes are the best spiders. Truth. When they're made out of cardstock. You know, or other, you know, embellishments. Yep. Okay, we're good. So, I have everything already. We're gonna ink this guy up in VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which I am going to have to re-ink this guy in the nearer future. I use this one so much that it's starting to get close to time to re-ink him. Okay. So that, just like so. I forgot to link to this.
What is it?
If you go under my most used, or possibly my MISTI category, try my MISTI category. Scroll down, or yeah.
What am I looking for?
Just hit enter. Yep.
Oops.
Yeah, see, and I did need to ink them up twice. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stamp him again. We're gonna ink him up and stamp him again. I just got my first Waffle Flower grip mat before I went away. Hooray! They're fun. They're definite little game changers. When they first came out, I was kind of like, okay. And then, you know, started using it, and I'm like, okay. And then you guys have seen, I use them in like every single video, like all the time. Lerv. Okay. Yes. Black like my soul. Perfection. And then we're going to use black embossing powder because, you know, you can totally emboss this in clear. I've done it a million times. I've shown it, I'm sure, in a bunch of videos using this exact set. But nothing comes close to actual black embossing powder. It's just crisp and dark and fabulous. Yes. Still got a couple spots that I didn't want, so we'll just take a little brush. Okay, take a little brush. And I went with just black embossing powder instead of glitter embossing powder because I'm using the mica stains, or I will be using the mica stains. So less is more. Less is more. I wonder if I can like show this. I don't know if it's gonna show up. Just trying to see if I can tilt it in the light. Too much work. Yep. Nope, I lied. And you tilt it back and forth in the light to make sure everything is smooth and melted. Which it now is. So yeah, shiny. It's shiny. So that's what you're going for. So that's panel number 1. And then let's funnel that back into there before I do the second one. And put the lid on it, because otherwise I'm going to knock it over. We know that. We know this. We know this. And then Clean. And I remembered to link to this time. I've got my little, it's at the end of the list. Ultra Clean. Squeaky Clean.
Squeaky clean, stamp clean.
Yeah, Ultra Clean will remove pretty much everything. It's my favorite cleaner. This will remove stays on, etc. It's good stuff. My only peeve, but that's what makes it work, is Ultra Clean. There's like an oil additive in it or something. That's what helps make it clean. I do not like the feeling of it. But that's why I use the Squeaky Clean. So, clean off with that. And then the other side, I use the Squeaky Clean, because that will remove the oily greeblies. And it's just like the perfect combo, because yeah, people have been asking that, so I remembered for once in this life to link to them before I started. And then my little flower sackcloth just to, and we're good. Set those aside because I'll need those on the second stamp, because I definitely want these cleaned off, because when I stamp the panels for the, oh, actually that'll do that right now. Let's do the insides while the stamp is lined up, because that will save me time. So, no, I just have, this is just lightweight cardstock, like Nina 80 pound, I think that's what I linked to, will work. I just went with a lightweight cardstock. Line that up, and I thought I would just use just a neutral ink, so just light ink. This is Simon's Flannel Positively Saturated ink, because this is how I would normally do this, like if I wasn't filming live, is I would stamp it while I've got everything lined up. I think I had a hair on it. I did too. Good job, Amy. Great job. Won't really matter because I can just stamp it again. And Simon's inks smooth out as they dry. Hate how the Ultra Clean feels too, but boy, yes. It's, I just, and it can, and that oily, slightly oily residue can transfer. Like I've, you know, got it on things, or if it's still like sitting on like in the crevices of your stamp and you go to stamp it, it'll like transfer. So that's why I always like Ultra Clean will remove all the things, and then either water or Squeaky Clean, whatever, will remove that, and then you're good. Stamps are clean. If they're stained, who cares, you know? The more stained they get, the more used they are, the better they stamp. Like perfection. We're good. So that will be for the inside of the card. I will set that over there. And then I can just wipe this with the Squeaky Clean side, because most like water-based or water reactive inks don't need Ultra Clean. Like heck, you can wipe your stamps with just water and they're fine. So there. Okay. Stained means loved. Truth. Truth. Like my beautiful flowers stamp set that I've done, you know, 20 plus videos on. The stamp, the photopolymer is like stained black at this point because I've used it so much. But you guys know it's because I love it. Okay. That one's done. And we're going to do this one. I'm just going to put more anti-static powder on it just in case. Should be fine. But, okay. Anti-static powder. Now we're back to the Ranger watercolor paper and the other stamp from this set. And we're going to line this guy up. Just like so. And VersaFine Clair again. Perfect. And we'll just stamp it again just to make sure I got full coverage. Can you link to that, Chris?
The second.
That one and the little cleaning dude that's linked at the end as well. It's the Studio Cardio one. Oh, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Let's put the lid on this. So yeah, Studio Cardio. It's at the bottom of the list.
Microfiber pad.
Yep, that's what I was using. But yes, and also, unless I state otherwise, everything is listed below the video. Chris will still, of course, post in the chat and stuff to make things easier, but yeah, everything is also listed and linked under the video, so you just got to expand the description box, and it will be there. Perfect. Get other than... Yeah. We good. Okay, let's put this back in there so that I do not knock over an entire container of black embossing powder, and then we're gonna melt. Huh?
The microfiber pads is not good. You check.
Oh, did they move it? No!
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
I figured that out.
Yeah. Because of course it did. No! Okay. Well, that's disappointing. Ugh. And I can't... I don't know where I put it. I actually have another option. Because, yeah. Maybe Studio Cardio discontinued it herself. But you can look on the Studio Cardio website. They're just little microfiber doohickeys. And then I just take them to the sink when they get really grossed up and wash it with soap and water. And then hang it and let it air dry. I don't know where I put it. I have a Hero Arts scrubby that works really well too. I don't know. I used to have it on the shelf right in front of me, and then I moved things around, and now I don't remember where I moved it to. That's why I'm looking around, because I'm like, where did I put it? I had it. It exists. It's good. And I would show it if I knew where the heck I put it. I honestly don't know where I put it. It's around here somewhere. Maybe in the next live I'll show it, because I don't know where it is. I legit don't know where it went. Okay, whatever. But you can look it up. If you look up Hero Art Scrubby.
How do you spell scrubby?
Crubbie.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll see if I can.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it on there. You would have to go on Simon's site to actually find it because Hero Arts has a ton of product. Hero Arts is a big company. Anyway, okay, let's just clean up the stamp. You don't need to respray the Ultra Clean or the Squeaky Clean because it just does all the things. And it's out of stock. It's the one with the wood handle.
Yeah.
It's out of stock. Whatever. But link to it that people can look because that's also a good option. And the Hero Arts one, yeah, it comes on a little wood block. And the actual, ooh, I've got ink everywhere. The actual scrubby portion of it, you can peel off and wash, and then they sell replacements for that as well. And yeah, I ordered it when they came out with it. It's good. It's good. I just hand sanitizer. Yeah, but you need the actual little handle. It helps. So, anyway, it's good. It works great. It's your typical little stamp scrubber doohickey. So yeah, and then flour sackcloth kind of works too. I don't really use the flour sackcloth to actually clean my stamps per se, but I'm gonna use it now because I just got like ink all over myself. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Oh, fabulous. Okay. So, stamp is clean. Or clean enough. It's good enough. And then just plain white cardstock again. Kind of line that up. Just like so. And then we'll stamp this again in the flannel ink. Because these panels will go on the insides of my cards. Okay. Alright. Yep. Even though it's stamped perfectly, I'll stamp it a second time just so it's similar to the other one because I inked that one up and stamped it twice and I have OCD. So yes, love it. Okay, that can get put away, that can get set aside, and this one I'll just do this again. Don't inhale when you're spraying your stamp cleaner.
Is it ammonia based?
No, it doesn't even. Here, you can smell it. This one smells nice. It just smells clean. Yeah. But yeah, definitely not ammonia based. Definitely not. The Ultra Clean doesn't have a nice smell to it. I don't like the smell of Ultra Clean at all. But it's not horrible. It's just that little bit of oily consistency that's irksome, but still the best cleaner ever, and also safe for photopolymer because certain cleaners can damage photopolymer. Thankfully there's very, very few. The one in, I think it stays on cleaner. Yeah, cleaner specifically stays on cleaner. I think that one, or at least it used to be, unless it's been reformulated in the last bajillion years, because I just remember back in the day that stuff is not safe for photopolymer. You can still use it, but you need to immediately rinse it off. If you leave it to sit, I think it'll like actually eat into or degrade the photopolymer, and that would suck. Because, you know. So, yeah, that's the only one I can think of. I think every other stamp cleaner, at least by all the main brands and stuff, is, because like everyone's got photopolymer stamps. Okay. Cleaned up the mess before I make a bigger mess. Makes sense. Okay. hello, Sylvia. Okay, so I've got, there's the other one. Backgrounds. And yeah, these are 5x7 to give you an idea of just how big these stamps are. They're five. Ooh, I missed a spot. This is why you always tilt it in the light. If you see any dull or grainy areas, they were not embossed. Caught that one, which is fine. These also low. Yeah, they're good. They're good. So we are good. Yeah, good to, yeah. Be careful with your stays on cleaner, especially if it's an old one. I would just be cautious with stays on cleaner. Because as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's just the same stuff. I don't think it's ever been reformulated, but if it has been, you know. But yeah, stays on cleaner, not good for photopolymer stamps. Do you have to have separate brushes for your regular distress inks and dye inks? No. With regular distress inks and any dye type ink, I have the same brushes, technically. I personally have more than one set. I actually have a separate set just for my Simon and Concord and Ninth inks. But that's only because I do this as a job and I was sent an extra set. But if I didn't have that extra set, I would just use the same ones for dye inks and distress inks. I keep a separate set of brushes for oxides. You don't want to mix the two. Okay. Okay. Flower sackcloth, which is slowly getting more and more stained. I kind of find it funny that that's become a thing. You guys get to witness in real time as I mess this thing up. And I still haven't washed the other one. I don't have time, really. But that's why I have extra flower sackcloths. And I actually don't even know what colors I'm going to use. I'm going to use several. But they're from that Halloween pack that I shared. That's on sale. Totally worth getting. That I'm going to use later. Both backgrounds I'm going to do different colors. Different mixes of colors because I can. So I'm going to do... We'll do Fortune Teller. We'll do some... Let's really mix it up. Let's do Specimen. Fortune Teller, Specimen. Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, Decayed. Okay, that'll be combo 1. Combo 2 is going to be Ominous Twilight, Fallen Acorn, Mulled Cider, Wicked Elixir, maybe some Unravel. We'll see. And those two. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We're just gonna play. We're just gonna play and have some fun. Okay. Is it okay to use my Distress Oxide brushes with pigment inks? You should be fine for the most part. Because the biggest thing, it's the pigments themselves. That's the only reason why you don't want to mix. You can go from a dye-based ink, store your brush, do your thing, Bert. Pull out an oxide ink, store your brush, do your thing, Bert. Fine. But that ink, that brush that you touched oxide ink with, do not put it back onto dye-based ink pads, distress inks, anything. Because those pigments sitting on the brush will get deposited onto your ink pad. And if you do it once, oops, you know, you can generally wipe it off, you're fine. You keep doing it, you will wreck your dye-based ink pads. And I wish I'd shown, it wasn't on screen the one time that I did it. I wasn't paying attention and I swirled the wrong brush, like an oxide brush in a, so what am I, I forget what ink pad I was using, but it was one of my dye-based ink pads, and you could actually see the pigments like sitting on it, and I was like, ooh. But I wiped it off. It was fine. It's good. But yeah, that's why it's recommended. Anywho, so okay. There was something else. Oh, that was the other one. Is there a shelf life for the sprays? No, I wouldn't say so. And since I have the packaging, because I was corrected on that with, what was that we were talking? Oh, the substrate for alcohol ink. Yupo. Yupo paper apparently has a shelf life. Although I had a lot of people also commenting saying that theirs has been fine for years, mine's been fine for years, but apparently Yupo has a 1-year shelf life. But that's a whole other conversation. I need one of those packages. Just any of them. Yeah, they don't put a I wouldn't expect them to, but I just wanted to make sure before I say anything. There is no shelf life. They're fine. Really, it's a sealed container, you know. The only thing that's gonna really affect these is air. So if you left them open for some reason, and potentially sunlight, because you know a lot of the stuff is not, you know, sunlight can fade them, whatever. That said, I have kept mine. Well, one, I don't have like a big window, you know, with tons of natural light in here, but I have kept all mine on the shelf behind me, and the first ones came out 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever it was. I don't even remember anymore. It's been a couple years. They're fine. They're fine. So yeah, there's no shelf life on them. It's not like paste. Paste definitely have a shelf life. Paste will dry up even with the present seal, all the things. But things like sprays and stuff, like some of my sprays are years old. Years. They're fine. So yeah, I think okay, we're good. Let's muck around and make a big mess. This one will do with the 4. Okay. Gonna set these aside because that'll be the next background. And then, like I always say, when I'm working with the how and why would Yupo have a shelf life? Yupo is a plastic, and I assume they do that. I assume, because I'm speaking for me, I don't work for like Yupo, you know, or anything like that. I would assume they put a shelf life, like a literal, like, expiry date on it, because plastic can yellow over time. So, you know, like us crafters hoarding all our products and keeping it for decades on end and never using it. It's to prevent people from like purchasing it 5 years down the road, contacting them being like, it's yellow, you know, and they'll be like, it expired, which was right on the package, you know. That would be why. That said, I have yet to have heard of anyone actually having that happen, but I was assumed that they're just being preemptive with it. So, yeah. Are there certain types of papers that you... Ooh, yes, this one I can also... that you should use with mic stains. You can technically use anything. However, I am finding, because these are made by Ranger Distress, I'm using Ranger Distress watercolor paper. They play nicely together. Can you use them with other things? Oh yeah. I've done videos using them with my Canson XL paper, heavy stock, regular cardstock even. When I'm going to do entire backgrounds, spraying, like the whole background is going to be nothing but these. I do recommend the Ranger. I did that in my last live stream. We did stencil backgrounds and I sprayed it and it was just chef's kiss. So, but always just experiment. Experiment, see what works, you know, because there's all sorts of things. So, yeah. Yes, yellowing and, oh, like Carolyn said too, brittle. Yeah, because that can happen too sometimes, you know, so it might not yellow, but you could go pull out a pack of Yupo to use it and it could like potentially, again, I've never heard of this happening. But maybe it has somewhere, somehow. But, you know, say it's really, really low, you pull it and it's brittle. Because, again, plastic can also... Because that's what Yupo is. It's not paper. It has no wood pulp, cotton fibers, nothing in it. But it could get brittle and crack. And that would suck, too. But, again, I've never heard of that happening. But it could. It could. So, yeah. Them putting a 1-year thing, I think, is just to kind of prevent people from pulling stunts. But... yeah, I would not be surprised if, you know, you dig through your stash a decade later and it's all these little brittle pieces. Because we do. Okay. Mica stains. I keep them stored upright. I do not recommend, Tim Holtz doesn't recommend, do not store them on their sides. I don't even want to think about how rotten of a mess it would be if these were to leak. Because they are so pigmented. Not fun. So when I'm working with them though, I keep them on their sides. They're easier to mix up because it makes all the mica shift to the side versus when they're sitting upright, it's on the bottom. So they just mix up easier. That's the only reason. But yeah, keep them stored upright and always make sure they're closed. Because I've gone to go like this a couple times and mine weren't closed and nearly flung. I'm really like looking at my entire collection of Copic markers that are worth, you know, a small car or whatever. And the thought of like flinging a bottle of mica stain. Oh, that, I would cry. So anyway. My brief experiences with card making has shown that paper type can make all the difference. Yes. Different substrates do different things. And that's why I always tell people just experiment with what you got, because sometimes you can come up with some pretty cool effects, because it's even just stamping, how an ink will work on this cardstock versus this cardstock versus this cardstock. It's all different. It's all different. It would be so pretty on the walls though. It would be. It would be beautiful, but not all over my markers. Or myself. I actually... That right there, that's Fallen Acorn mica stain, and it's permanent. So also protect your clothing, because this has been washed, and it's in there. Like, it's permanent. I've got other splatters and stuff. Because I went to, like, I forgot, I was shaking or something, and it went... So, I was like, should I wear my apron? I don't care. This is already stained, and yeah, I don't care. I don't care if this gets more splatters on it. Whatever. Splatter all the things. So, anyway. How would mica stains work with photo paper? You would have to try that out. You could end up with some really... It could be interesting. Photo, especially if it's specifically photo paper and not glossy cardstock, that one is an outlier because photo paper is treated with different chemicals that is meant to accept the inks for photo printing. So there's a literal major difference between photo paper and glossy cardstock because photo paper has just stuff in it. People use it for all kinds of techniques for card making. That's fine. It's just, it's definitely one that's going to work different. It would be interesting to see how these, because I would assume the ink portion would immediately suck in, but the micas would sit. I don't even know if they would stay because of that glossy surface, but if it was, try it. Try it. You know? I got the mica set with the unraveled. I know. Unraveled. Oh, favorite. It's lovely. It's just lovely. Okay, let's get these all stored. All shooken up. Because yes, these all need to be shaken up. Want to make sure there is no mica sitting anywhere. You know, it's got to be shaken up. That's why I keep them on the sides when I'm working with them. And then shake them up while working. We need crafting scrubs. That has been suggested. And again, if I had all the time in the world, I would legit look into doing like crafty scrub merch of some sort. But one, they'd be expensive. Scrubs aren't cheap. You know. Huh?
Good ones are not cheap.
Yeah, good ones. Well, you know. And I just don't have the time. Literally. And it's like, and me being me, I'm like, I can't think of anything clever that people would like want to use as a catchphrase and wear other than like dumb stuff. Like, haters are my motivators, you know, stuff. Swear words. Huh?
Copyrighted that one.
No, Tim doesn't copyright anything, but that's part of it. Those are not my phrases. They're all Tim phrases. Yeah. Like, I would never. Like, I'll say and repeat the things he says, but I'll never like try to capitalize off that because that's so wrong, you know. Although we could. I I love Tim Holtz.
You can come up with a chaos crafting one.
Yeah, chaos crafting. I should. See, unpaid intern is starting, I might actually start paying you.
Yeah.
Anyway. One bowl of gruel. You can have maybe one extra serving. Please, sir. Please, sir, can I have some more? Okay, I've shaken up the crap out of these. They're good to go. Okay. I'm just trying to think how I want it. I got an idea. Let's just do it. Oh, I need my other tool. The other heat tool to dry things since we are live. Okay. Unplug one tool. Get the other one out. Okay. I generally watch quietly. Want to let you know, thank you for doing these. Well, thank you for chiming in. I know. And there's nothing wrong with just lurking and watching. I do it all the time. There's tons of makers that I'll watch, and I'm working and I'm busy and I don't have time to participate in the chat, and so I'll just watch and enjoy, and they get the view and the thumbs up and all the things, and yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Water, and then let's just start spraying. These are gonna be fun. So that was jack-o'-lantern. Oh yeah. That was Fortune Teller. Gonna add, Decade I'll add last. Specimen's gonna be dark. Oh yeah. And then some Decade. Decade is just... Oh. Yep. And we'll go back with a little bit of that. And then also... do some drippage. Remind me of Pauly Shore. Drippage.
Hope he's doing okay.
Pauly Shore? Oh yeah, he's on YouTube. Oh, I think. He does random YouTube videos of yeah.
Does he still talk like Pauly Shore?
Oh god, he still totally talks like Pauly Shore. I think that's just who he is. It's kind of depressing, honestly, because it's he's getting so much older. And he was already an adult when I was a kid. Yeah. Watching those movies. Anyway.
I'm sure his career is right about to be revived.
Yeah, you never know. With all the nostalgia and all the stuff that we grew up with is now the thing. I'm totally for it. Yeah, okay. Let's add a bit more. Bit more water, because that's what I wanted, was spooky, drippy goodness. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It looks better in real life than it does on camera. FYI. It just does. On camera, it's very dark. I used to hang out with Polly at the comedy club. That would have been so fun. I bet that was some interesting times. You can stamp on mica stains if you use a solvent mica stain. Yes, if you want to stamp on top of something you've sprayed with the mica stains, you need to use archival inks will work great. And yes, which I think archival is basically a solvent-based ink. I've had good luck with where I lost it already. The VersaFine Clair, which is... it doesn't even specifically say, but I know it's definitely not it's like a pigment ink. But generally for me, if I was to stamp after, which is totally possible, I would do my background, and then in this case specifically, I would do my background, heavily make sure it had, anti-static powder, etc. I would stamp and emboss, but It's just, I wanted to stamp first because see how it like collects in all the little areas and stuff, which I love. I love. So, and I'll pick up all the bits and stuff that are sitting on top of the embossed. There we go. So it's like just kind of spooky, you know? So,
It looks like the upside down from Stranger Things.
that's kind of what I was going for. Does it really take this long to shake them? No. I just was busy chatting. Doesn't take this long at all. And then with this one, I'm going to add a bit of cracked pistachio splatter. Let me go back to, and that's what I forgot to do, was put paper towel on this. Alrighty. Okay. Kind of soak up some of that excess. Stick that in there. And then, just like the mica stains, you always want to make sure your oxide sprays are also shaken up really well. And then we're just going to add some splatteries. Boop, boop, boop. Which you would never think that cracked pistachio would look okay on backgrounds like this, but it does. And that is 100% inspired by Tim Holtz, because he did it and I was like, really? And then I was like, oh, genius, as always. As always. Chatty Amy loses track of time. Yep. Yep. Fabulous. Let me just move him for a second. I will just mop up the little bits that are on top again of the heat embossing, because those aren't really going to dry. So we just do that. There's another one. More so I just don't get it everywhere. I don't really care. And then yeah, this is the best part. The sparkle is amazing. Look at it. Look how beautiful it is. And it's sparkling. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Fabulous. Can you splatter with a spray stain too, or just ox? Oh yeah. You can splatter with whatever you want. All the things. All the things work. If you want to just use a spray stain, okay, yeah, my brain caught up. If you were trying to splatter with a spray stain versus Noxturne on top of this, you'll get some sort of splatter, but remember, oxide spray has pigment in it. Pigment sits on top of everything. Spray stain is dye-based. It soaks in. So you can splatter, and depending on the color, things will show up, or it might leave like a mark, but something light, like if you use cracked pistachio spray stain, it's not really going to do much. It'll give something. But for this sort of a look, you know, that actually showing up, you need the oxide spray because it has pigment in it, and it sits on top. Okay. I don't really care what lid is what. I don't think it really matters. These are all just kind of whatever. So let me move these ones out of the way. Oh, there's one. Okay, so those ones are done. So that was background number 1, and it's just super fun. Love it. Love it. Let's do the next one. So yeah. Okay. Okay. I think. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Is there a difference between... Okay. Is there a difference between a heat gun and a embossing gun? Yes. Yes, there is. Embossing tool. This is a Wagner. This is not even meant for the crafting industry. This is literally meant for, like, construction workers. You can strip paint with this thing. This one specifically has 2 speeds. Heat output is the same. It's super high. It's like 450 degrees or something. Like I always say, treat these tools with respect, I guess. Caution, respect.
Respect is a good word.
Respect. You know, this metal end gets very hot. Like, and I always unplug mine when I'm not using them. You know, because if this thing falls over, it's plugged in, turns like you can burn a house down. Not good times. And they get super, super hot. Some heat tools made specific for crafting. I know WoW Embossing has one. Some of the older ones have like a plastic little protector doohickey, which is great. It's more to keep you from accidentally, you know, burning yourself. Same thing though. Here's another, just when any maker publicly is stating, you know, letting my heat tool warm up, I let it warm up for seconds. I don't leave it running for like, it does not need 5 minutes or even a full minute to heat up fully. Again, just don't. I've literally seen people melt their heat tools because they were like, I was letting it heat up for, I don't even know how long. It just freaks me out. And me being a content creator and trying to give advice and all the things, I want people to be aware of this. It's a serious tool. Okay, so that's that. This is what I use for heat embossing because it gets hot fast. It directs the heat. It does it quick. You guys thought I did my thing, you know, and I always use like speed 2. With this one, this is speed 2. No, it's not plugged in. That worked. Let me move all my plugins. Okay, speed 2, which is what I use. This is speed 1. So it's just less force of air. So specifically this tool, you can use speed 1 to do what I do with this for the most part, to like dry things. You know, it works great. The difference between this and this gets to the same heat, but because of the way it's designed, it's dispersing it. It's not directing like a jet stream at your project. So and it's quiet, you know. It's a lot quieter than the heat tool. So that's also why I like using it, because it's like I can be doing my thing, talking at the same time, you know. It's convenient. But it's nice for drying things because it's spreading the heat out more, but it does get super, super hot. You can technically heat emboss with this. I don't recommend it. It's annoying. It takes longer because it's not directing right at the embossing powder. And it's annoying. Like when I first got one of these a bajillion years ago, that's what I thought it was for. And I thought the perk of it was just because it's a quieter heat tool. I hated it. I got rid of it because I was like, I am not sitting here all day to emboss a sentiment. You know, it was like... And then I repurchased it once I understood what it was meant for. And it's like, I love it. It's perfect for drying things. But you can use your heat tool. The other issue too is like this background has been heat embossed. And if you're blasting it, trying to dry it with whatever you've done, and you're getting up there, you are remelting your embossing powder. Embossing powder can only handle so much. Once because it liquefies. And once it over liquefies, it becomes pure liquid. It soaks into your cardstock, and it will just, for the most part, disappear. So, no fun. So, different tools for different things, but this one specifically you can use with the lower speed. And your other, like if you have other brands, you know, you can too. You just hold it back a little further, etc. That said, do you need to heat dry like backgrounds like this? No. You could spray it all and then set it aside, walk away, go do something else, and just let it air dry. But I'm live, and we're not gonna sit here, you know, for an hour, however long it would take for everything to dry. So yeah, that's my spiel on the heat tools. Okay. I do believe we're not supposed to run the heat tool for more than a couple minutes. No, you can run them for a decent amount of time. Like, that's fine. Like, especially like, because like when people are using them to like actually like strip paint, etc., like what these tools are meant for, you can run them for a decent amount of time. But again, always be aware of the fact that like it is also sapping a lot of power. And you can overheat them. For those, I have yet to ever have that happen, but certain tools, same thing. If you were like just going to town, but I've done mass producing and tons of heat embossing, et cetera, and I've never had a problem. But I don't keep it running. You know, it's like I turn it on, melt my thing, turn it off, go on to the next thing. I don't keep it running in between all the things because there's no need. And again, fire hazard. Scary, not good. Okay, now to the next set of colors. I remember you telling me that. That's so funny. Use me to make s'mores with marshmallow fluff when I'm in the craft room. With great caution, you know, and awareness and safety and all the things. But yes, you can do that too. And you're not allowed to tell my kids that one because we have a certain one that if she knew that, because she's actually put them in. She puts marshmallows in the oven to toast them. Yeah. But if she knew I had a heat tool, she'd steal it for that, or a little kitchen torch. Which I'm not getting one of those because we'd burn the house down anyway.
You mean the ones for creme brulee and stuff?
Yes. Yeah. You know, like an actual little kitchen torch. Anywho. Okay, let's do this background. And yeah, when they're on their sides, they shake up. You know, the mica just does its thing. The only ones that are a little more difficult to tell is the really, 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 really dark colors, like the ominous twilight, because it's so dark. It's kind of hard to see if all the mica has been dispersed, but I'm pretty sure it has been. Like this one. See? All that is mica. So you want to shake it up. And yes, I have links. I have a link to the Ranger one. I have a link to the Wagner one because Simon Says Stamp sells the Wagner one. That's where I got mine. Because yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And I've had it for years now and it works amazingly. Well, there's a little bit still. So yeah, they're all good and shooken up. Let's add some water. And then let's start spraying. So that was mulled cider. We'll do Wicked Elixir. Ominous Twilight. That one's powerful. We'll add some Fallen Acorn. It's also a very deep color. And some Unraveled. And then, same thing. If we just tilt it and let it do its creepy little thing. Add a bit of water. Yes. Yeah, there we go. I need more space. We need a bigger boat. I want it more green. Yep, much better. Why does it look so easy when you do it? You just got to do it. You know? It's... Just have fun with it. Try not to overthink it. I always say that to everyone. You know, don't overthink. And this comes from a chronic overthinker. So, you know. Personal preference. It depends on what you're going for. If you wet your cardstock first, regardless of whether you're using mica stains, spray stains, distress oxide sprays, whatever, if you've wet the cardstock first, there's that layer of water, you know, so things are going to move. If you start with just dry cardstock, watercolor paper, whatever, and you spray, whatever you've sprayed immediately starts to soak in and will create, you know, splatter spray pattern. So if I wanted things to move, you know, so water first, then the sprays, and then I'm moving it around, and that's how I get this drippy, almost Northern Lighty sort of a look. No. When you shake the mica stain sprays, the reason why I say, because Tim said it, to shake them like a bell is because if you shake them up and down, the ink will start coming out the nozzle, which isn't the end of the world. But again, it can make a huge mess. Ask me how I know. Because yeah, I've been like, and it's going everywhere. It doesn't happen all the time either, but when you, especially if they've been sitting for a long time, you know, there's a bunch of mica, you got to shake them up. Take the lid off. There's a seal, you know, take the lid off. Wrap it with tissue, your flour stock cloth, whatever, and then you can, you know, it's therapeutic. It really is. But that also helps keeping it from getting everywhere. That said, is it messy? Oh yeah, no matter what you do, like, they're messy. And then when I'm done with them, just kind of wipe off the nozzles, and then we're pretty much good to go. So, yeah. Okay, I'm like, my comments are getting weird. I'm glad you've accepted it, and welcome to the club. Aurora Borealis. Pretty much. But yes, this actually kind of looks like the Northern Lights. You know? Yeah. Which, one of my favorite things.
We always seem to miss the good shows.
Well, we do now. I used to catch them regularly when Chris and I were first dating, because I would go spend time with him, and we would watch shows together, and then I would leave late in the evenings and drive home. And because I live in the middle of nowhere, I'd be driving home in the middle of the night, and more often than not, I would get to see the Northern Lights when I was coming home, because there wasn't any traffic, it was dark out, and I enjoyed those times. It was simpler times. Mm-hmm. We were so innocent. But yeah, I used to get to see the Northern Lights. I still, like, I look back though and I'm like, what? I didn't sleep, because I would come home and work. Oh, I guess I slept sometimes during the day. When the kids I would put the kids in school and daycare, and like I would like nap during the day. Like being a single mom is so much fun. Anyway, but I got to see the Northern Lights a lot more than we do now. Because yeah, now we're old and tired, and every time they're supposed to be out, we always think we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then the middle of the night rolls around, we're both not, like, just out cold, tired. I'm too tired for all that stuff now. Anyway. Okay. Okay. Oh, well. Did you ever go for your walk last Sunday after thing? Yeah, we did.
We did, yeah.
We did. Yep. I cleaned up my mess, sort of. Or, no, I posted my links, and we were out the door. We went for a walk. It was wonderful. It was nice to get out. And hopefully this week we'll get to do that a few more times. It's supposed to be nice out this week and not cold, miserable wind. Meh. So, yeah. Try to enjoy or hope for the ability to enjoy the weather before winter starts setting in. And even winter, I don't mind going outside during the winter. It's just the wind that I don't like. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, lucky you with the northern lights. Yes, it is cold and windy and miserable here. Our weather sucks most of the time, but we do get northern lights, which is really nice. It's really nice. Okay, I added, oh, I forgot. This one was speckled egg oxide spray. That's what I used for this splatter. A little more subtle. A little more subtle. Same thing. Clean up the little bits that are on top of the heat embossing because they're not going to dry. Okay. And then same thing. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's show the shimmer. Huh. Yeah. This is why I love the Mica stain sprays. 'Cause they're beautiful. Just look at it. And can you see the different color? Like, it's not the same color of sparkle either. They're different. Because the different sprays have different colors of sparkle. Which is just yummy. I love it. I love it. Okay. Back to what I was doing. And I got a mess. Okay. So those are the backgrounds. Fun. Totally fun. Loves it. Actually that works the best. Just using my fingers to remove the schmutz on top of the heat embossing from just everything that I've sprayed on these backgrounds. Yeah, that works. I don't really care if my hands get gross. Much better. Okay, so now I can set these aside. And that aside, and that aside. I can go over there. We have... Okay. Oi. Get... Ugh, come on. Go back where you belong. Okay. Okay. Now... The majority of the cards are actually done. Got too many things plugged in. Okay, I was going to trim these down because, like I said, these are right now, they're 5x7, and I want them to be slightly smaller than what my card base will be. So I'm going to trim them down to 4.5 by 6.5. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So we'll go to 6.5, and then, yeah, I'll cut a 1/4 inch off each side. We's good. How high is your splatter box? I'm not sure. I think it says with the listing. You can look on the splatter box. It might say what the little dimensions of that thing are. Yeah, and you don't need per se a splatter box, although it's only like $5 or something like that. I like it because it's convenient. But other people have used, you know, cardboard box, a plastic shoebox type contraption. Like anything's gonna work. The splatter box just is, it's handy. It's handy. I like the thing. So, yeah. But yeah. Scroll, it's on the list, babe. Just scroll up and then like go to the listing on the, scroll down. Scroll down. Did I forget?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to link to it. What the heck? Well, Chris will find it.
Holtz.
Yep.
Splatter ball.
Yeah. And then if you go to it, maybe it'll say in the listing, like the dimensions. It should. Usually the stuff lists all the dimensions. You know, but if you go to it on the Simon website. Yeah. But you can post a link to it. I forgot to link to it. Shocker. I guess I'm
10.25 inches high, 10.5 inches wide, 6.5 inches in depth.
Yeah, it's about 10 inches. 10 inches high, 10 inches wide. It's perfect. Love it. Love it. Okay. So those are trimmed down, and I put my paper... Oh, I didn't need to do that. I need to make my card bases. Which are going to be... Where's all my... I need to order more black cardstock too. Holy crap. I guess. I've been making a lot of Halloween cards. I've gone through a lot of black cardstock. Okay. And I can now turn off my heater because I'm sweating. Whew. Okay. Backgrounds are done. Okay, and then my card bases are going to be the black cardstock cut to 7 inches by 10 inches. See, I got splatter on the stamp set packaging, which I don't care, but I don't want that transferring onto other things. Okay. 7 inches. By 10. And then I always keep my cardstock scraps, especially the black ones and the white ones, because I use them up. They don't build up, but use them for sentiments and die cutting and yada yada yada. Okay, and then we will score this at 5 inches. And again, score it at 5 inches. Okay. Card bases. Hard on. And then oh, I'm just about.
Almost spilled.
Just about. Oh, I got stuff going on. Whatever. And just throw it in the tray. I'll deal with it later. Oh. Actually, could you go get me the cocktail? pills. I'm starting to get just that wicked headache I've been dealing with the last couple of days has decided to reemerge. So anyway. Hello. Hello. Yeah, for even those that tune in late. And don't forget, I keep all my lives up. They can be watched in the replay. And then the other reminder, I do not edit my lives down. There's no way. There is absolutely no way I would be able to, yeah. The amount of time I put behind the scenes, like prepping for the lives, and then all the time after to like the links, the photos, yada, you know, all the social media. Yeah. So my lives are just bonus fun times with you guys, and I won't do maybe someday, you know, but I make no promises. Anyway, the other thing that, yeah, so I use the Wildflower stamp set. Oldie but goodie. Done a ton of videos. It's in the live playlist. And isn't Halloween. You know, the mica stains are technically Halloween, but you can use them. You can use whatever you want. And then to make them Halloween, other than obviously the colors, is sentiment strips. Because I know a lot of people don't want to get, like, purchase Halloween products, you know, and I get it. Halloween stamps, etc. But it's like, if you want to dip your toes into making, you know, Halloween themed things, it's like, use what you got. Use some Halloween sort of colors, and then you can get some, like, little sentiment strips, which Chris will link to when he gets back. He's just getting me, like, Tylenol and things, because, yeah, just starting to get a wicked headache. Halloween wishes, I think I'm going to use. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's just down these. Okay. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. So you can link to these. They'll be near the top. The spooky salutations.
Yep.
Doomahickeys. I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use spooky salutations. Halloween wishes. Yeah. I'm going to use the spooky salutations, and since there's two of them, that just makes my life easier because I'm overthinking it. And I'm going to use my sentiment labeled wafer dies to die cut. No, I want the size smaller than that. I want that size. And I happen to have two of these sets because I purchased the second set years ago because I use these all the time. Spooky salutations. Happy Halloween. Yeah, and then I'll use that sentiment. No, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. And do I even want to use the die cuts for these? I'm not sure. Honestly, you know, I'm gonna eyeball it. You can totally use wafer dies if you're not comfortable with eyeballing, because they're great. But with these, I'm just so used to eyeballing it and cutting it, because that's just what I like to do. Okay. So. Yep. Sentiment strip. So got that one. And then I want the Happy Halloween one for the inside. Ooh, that one I cut close. Go on the inside, and then we just repeat the process. Eyeballing equals wonky in my world. Yeah, generally with me too. With these, it's not too bad because I use them all the time. But yeah, sometimes I'll use my wafer dies. It legit just depends on on how I'm feeling. And I was literally feeling like it'd just be more work for me to try and die cut from here. It's not so bad once things are cut apart and it's like, oh, then I'll die cut them sometimes. But yeah, I will generally just do this. And I keep all the extras for future cards. Okay. So we got those. Choop, choop. There we go. Let's put all those away so I don't lose them. And I'm just gonna set those down there. Okay. So I got sticky salutations. I have my card fronts. And I probably want to add, I do want to add a little bit of ink to these guys. Let's do, little blending brushes under my most used. I didn't link to these in the main list. And okay. No, they're not in the main list. They're under my most used list. Yeah. And then just let's go down and keep going. That's it. Yep, that's what I used. And then seedless preserves and villainous potion.
Seedless preserves and villainous potion.
Yeah, if you do seedless preserves, not under most used. Welcome to my life. The small one down the bottom.
This one?
That guy.
Okay.
Yep. And then here's the here. So I don't have to spell out villainous. That one always throws me off. There you go. There you go.
Make sure you've also got a donation.
Oh. Oh. Thank you so much, Leanne. I appreciate it. I love the description. I could probably see it on here. On my other. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's cute. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. Okay. I don't want to leave them stark white because I don't like how that looks on there, you know? It needs a little... Thank you. Thank you. It needs a little color. So, Seedless Preserves Distress Ink. My little blending brush. Just a little bit of Post-it tape just so I don't get, like, fingerprints all over this. And we'll just do a little simple blending. Nothing too crazy. Just a bit of color. And again, they're Halloween cards, so they don't need to be perfect, which is always a bonus too. You know, the blending doesn't need to be perfect. Perfection's overrated. Things don't need to match perfectly. Things don't need to look perfect. Like, really. Really. Okay. Much better. Yeah. Much better.
Much better.
You need to clean up the mess. Mostly so I don't get my elbow in it. Okay, and then Villain's Potion is going to be lighter hand because this purple is unbelievably dark. Like, just... It's so beautiful, though. So beautiful. Okay. Okay, so we got this one. And I'm going in with a much lighter hand. And we'll just start light. Because, yeah. Villainous Potion, Distress Ink. Packs a wallop.
Yes. Yes, I like that.
Fabulous. You're talking about my perfection is so overrated. It is. And I have been making cards for over 20 years. And I think that's why I always say so much that perfection's overrated. Because it was like drilled into our heads back in the day. You know, the need to have, like, the ink had to be the exact match to the cardstock, to the exact match of the ribbon. Like, it had, like, to the point, like, people would get so hung up over it. And I used to get so hung up over it because it's like, if it wasn't an exact match, like, your card was ruined. And it's like, really? You know, no, we don't need that. Like, it's nice when it happens. And also, you know, like, sometimes I do find the perfect match to something, like an embellishment that's like the perfect color and those sorts of things. And it's great. But I'm not going to sit and cry over it if things are not an exact, it's like, whatever. And add a bit of splatter. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So anyway, that's my little rant. That's my little rant of the day. Or the little rant of this 5 minutes. There'll be another one, I'm sure. I'm using Simon Says Stamps black cardstock. Hero Arts is great too. I like Hero Arts cardstock. I have almost all of it. I have a lot of Hero Arts cardstock. Their pitch black is very nice. But yeah, this is Simon's cardstock. That's what I've got linked. That's what I've got linked in the description box below. Yeah, this one I'm going to put higher up. This one I'm going to do here because we've got different heights of these silhouette images. And I'm just trying to think. I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to fight just a rank headache. It's hard to think. Where? Anyway. Okay. So you can do that. Let's adhere these guys to their card bases because I got some ideas before we're done. So before I adhere the fronts, let's adhere the insides that I did at the beginning that are all just nice and done already, which makes my life so much easier. May I ask how you started with card making? I got invited to a stamp party. And long story short, the rest is history. Because that was legit over 20 years ago. And yeah, it was, for me anyway, it was life-changing. So I just latched onto it and absolutely loved it. I think the biggest thing I loved about it is the fact that I can do in one sitting, I can be crafty and creative and mucky and mess around. And by the time I'm done, I'm done. You know, like my project is done. Like I love all types. I have so many other things I like to do. You know, I can crochet and knit and cross stitch and do all like, and if I had the time and budget, I would quilt and all the things. But all those other things take a lot of time. And that is something I don't have very much of. So, yeah. I still get satisfaction out of larger projects when I do take them on, but it's rare. In fact, and Chris doesn't even know this, I started a throw for him, a crochet throw.
Oh.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
It's in a bin over there.
Wow.
And I only got like a couple feet done. You'll get it someday, maybe for like our 50th anniversary or something.
At the rate it's going, it might take a little longer. Better plan over 75th.
I haven't touched it in years. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. All the started and unfinished projects. But card making is something I can start and finish, you know? And it's satisfying. So, even with me blabbing and doing this with you guys, I enjoy it. Because it's like, regardless, even if it takes up to 3... How long have I been on here? How long is this one? Oh, yeah, we're getting close to 2 hour mark. See, and I was like, man, I'm going to have these done fast. But I talk too much, which is fine. I'm fine. We're fine. It's good. But I'll still have finished cards when we're done, which is satisfying. So, anywho. Which medicine do you find works best for a headache? I'm gonna say, but and I'm not taking like anything bad, but I am not giving medical advice because I am live on YouTube and I don't need no issues. So I am not giving medical advice. I am not a medical doctor. It's just Tylenol and ibuprofen. However, I take Tylenol arthritis, which is like hefty, and a good dose of ibuprofen. It was recommended to me a very long time ago by one of my doctors because I get very severe stress headaches, like migraines at times, that are, it's like, feels like someone's basically trying to rip my spine out through my neck. Just not fun. And all that said, and we just refer to it as the cocktail because like, just give me a handful of pills, it's good. While it works, that's what started, and I'm not going to get into it because it's not the time and place and all the things. But when I started on my little health journey a few months ago and like fixing a lot of things that were wrong, because I was getting like almost daily headaches. And yeah, when you start taking, when you really, like, most of you know this, when you're taking Tylenol and ibuprofen like a lot on top of all the other things that were going on in my life, kidney damage. Fun. Lots of fun. Fixing all the things. Life is good. It's not near as bad. It's just been a stressful week, so Chris and I both have been dealing with some pretty severe headaches. It's been so fun. Okay. Foam tape. That was the other thing.
Foam tape.
Foam tape.
Foam tape.
Foam tape. Big Mama foam tape.
Big Mama foam tape roll.
Everyone was laughing at me when I said I lost this foam tape roll. I deserved to be laughed at. It was funny. The fact that I misplaced a roll that's literally the size of my head. Yeah. But when it's propped up, like, look, see? And there's, you know, Waffle Flower grip mats and a couple of hardboards, and you got it all propped up like that. Like, it's not that obvious. When it's like that, it is. So anyway, I misplaced it on my desk in front of my face. Anyway. I got the lantern die because thank you so much for sharing over you. Well, thank you, Annie, and I'm glad you had fun with that lantern wafer. Though that video, that was another one of those times where, you know, I made those cards, and for those they're in my Halloween series, and I used the picket fence lantern wafer dies, you know. That was one of those videos where I made the cards, like, I enjoyed it, and I was like, these are fun, you know, thought they were cool, whatever, post it, and yeah, you guys really loved that video. It felt good, you know. I was just like, oh, you know, this is cool, whatever. But yeah, it's fun sometimes where my perception of, you know, it's like, you know, and even with other things, because like when people have commented to me like, oh, I'll never be as good as you, or I could never think of these things, etc., etc. One, creativity is like comparison is like the thief of joy and just kills creativity. And two, I literally cannot say how many times over the years that I have made something that I'm just like, eh. You know, by the time I'm done, I'm just not feeling it. I'm like, this is not my best work. I don't really care. You know, I'm not proud of it. But because I do this as a job, I have way too much on my plate. I have no free time. I'm just like, I've already put the time and effort in. I'm posting this online. You know, and I'm just like, here is my offering for the day, sort of a thing. Literally. And the response, and people were like, oh, like just a completely different outlook from other people that are seeing it with fresh eyes, etc. And I'm like, really? You like this? Like, you know, it happens. So I'm not always proud of some of the stuff I make. Like, I'm just like, oh, I'm just not feeling, you know, whatever it is. But crafting is therapy, you know? And sometimes we also are our own worst critics. That's also why I say a lot of times, like, walk away, come back to it later. You know, I don't usually get that luxury. It's like, when I'm done, it's going up. I don't have time to even rehash it. But sometimes I'll come across it later, or it pops up in my memories on, you know, social media, etc. And I was like, oh yeah, I made that. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? So, anyhow, Big Mama foam tape. Putting that on the back of these panels and using my little Simon Says stamp. I still think of these as like toddler scissors. Don't they look like it?
They kind of sound. This the sound.
And they kind of sound like dude. Legit. When Simon released these months ago, I forget what release they came out in, but I'm not even kidding. When I opened the box and like I saw these scissors, and my gut immediate reaction was, seriously? Oh, like, are we 5? You know, because like I was like, they looked favorite scissors. Seriously. Like, you know, I gave them a go because I will not recommend things that I don't like. You know, yes, I'm affiliated with Simon Says Stamp. I work with them, etc., etc. But I will not promote things that I don't personally like, etc. Like, no one pays me to promote nothing. But yeah, I gave them a go, and they're so good for like this foam tape is sticky, you know. It's not everyone's cup of tea either. Like, this stuff is can sometimes be a nightmare to work with, but I love it because it's thin, but it's sticky, and this stuff just slices through like butter. I have been sliced like anything like sticky, you know. These things are amazing. They're amazing. Like, I bought backup pairs. I have 2 sitting here, 2 pairs that I keep constantly. And then I have another pair in the packet just in case, you know, because, you know, things grow legs and disappear. It's like, I don't want to be without these scissors. They're awesome. I use them a lot. And I use them too on the edges of my cardstock when I'm snipping off things, and they're just really good scissors. So who'da thunk? So don't judge a pair of scissors when you first stare at them. You know, just don't judge. Try it out. See what you think. And yeah, love these little things. So, see, I could have had this done, but I stop and blab and rave about a pair of scissors. Okay. Big Mama foam tape. Put him over there. And now we gotta get the backing off. Doesn't really matter which one I do. Yeah. Okay. Back to what I was. Teflon. Yeah, they've got a coating on them, like a Teflon style, like. And I don't like comparing. Like, because you guys see me use these. Like, these are the big ones. There's 3 sizes of the Tim Holtz Tonic shears. These are a workhorse. And we have multiple pairs. We have a pair in the shed. We use these for gardening. It's like cutting up plants and stuff. But like, and we have the lefty version for my unpaid intern because he's left-handed. But yeah, these awesome scissors. These technically have a coating. They're somewhat non-stick, but these are more. You can actually see it. Yeah, Teflon, whatever they put on these, it's even more non-stick. So like, these are my workhorse. I will never get rid of these scissors. They're amazing. I love them. Yeah. And then these ones are like my just go-to, because that's my thing. I personally like these have a very fine. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see it. Yeah, see like a very fine serrated edge to them. Like it's very, very fine. Like not a severe serrate. I can see it though when I'm cutting like cardstock or anything, and it bugs me. It's so subtle, but it does bug me. But because that's serrated, that's why they'll cut through just about anything. They're good. I love them. And I like the grips on them, you know? They're good scissors. You can't go wrong with them. And then these dudes don't have that serrated edge. and have the little non-sticks. So even though they do look kind of almost like taller scissors, it's probably a good thing. I think it's just because they blunted the edge, which actually is probably a good thing, because knowing me, I'd stab myself with them. Anyway, that's that about scissors. Yeah. Yes, the card size was 5x7. Chris is a fellow lefty. Yes. Yes, he is. Wrong one. That's the one I want. Much better. Love it. Love it. Okay. I stabbed myself with my cutter bees, but I saw. Oh yeah, yeah. See, I can go on. These are really good scissors. Cutter bees. You can look. I didn't link to them.
Kirby's.
Yeah, and it's 2 separate words. Cutter space bee. These are my go-to fussy cutting scissors. Had them for years. You know, they're not as for those that have more. Like if you've got hand issues and things and like arthritis and mobility issues, these are probably not going to be your favorite because, you know, they're smaller. I generally, more often than not, yeah, I cut with like this with them. That's how I hold them. But, oh, they're good scissors. But yeah, they're very thin and they're very sharp, like stabby sharp. But I love these, and I have multiple pairs of these as well. And I actually like that they're yellow and black. Like, they're not as cute, you know, but I can see them at a glance exactly, you know, what, you know, because of course I have like 15 different pairs of scissors. Anyway. Do you ever mass produce cards or just a couple at a time? Couple at a time. I used to for certain things and different, you know, whatevers, like would like full on mass produce. I don't. Sometimes I'll do a video with like I'll make 8 or 10. Not very often though. Because most of the time I just don't have time, you know, even though mass production is faster than doing 8 individual, you know, totally unique cards. It just depends. Although with my Christmas series, more often at least a couple videos generally in my Christmas series when I'm doing them, I will do some form of design that is, I will do like 10 or 12 of or whatever, just to show it can be done. But as of this moment, I don't have plans, but I'm sure it's going to happen because I think I almost always do that. Let's make sure I'm putting this on the right side of the card. And then we line it up because once this goes down, you gotta stick with it. It ain't going nowhere. Okay. Perfection. Okay. Not a fan of fussy cutting. I will buy the dies every time. Same, but sometimes I don't get the dies. Sometimes the dies don't exist. Like me in September, doing all the Stamptember stuff, I fussy cut every single one of those. That was fun. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. But if there are dies available, I'm gonna get them. Okay. I want to pop up in fact, I'll just use the Big Mama for this. I used to never do this because trimming more than just a basic amount of this, I'll explain in a second, was a pain in the butt. But now, with these magical scissors, I can actually do this. Because with any other scissors, even the Tonic ones, it would stick. But this doesn't. See? Because trying to cut foam tape and it's like, you know, stuck to your scissors and then you gotta try and remove it and it's like tearing and everything sucks. And I actually probably need to trim this down even a little bit more. Oh, I can just... Very, very careful. Be very, very quiet.
Eating rabbits.
Are we?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Haven't seen any in a while, so we'll be hunting a while.
Well, considering you have one sitting right here with her bowl of carrots for her health.
You haven't finished.
Apparently, I'm Bugs Bunny now. That's what he keeps calling me. It's true though. The amount of carrots I eat. I am gonna start turning orange eventually, but it's one of the few vegetables I actually enjoy eating. So anyway, okay, got that, and then we're gonna stick this one right. Yep. Commit. Okay. True. Okay. I'm gonna stick this one right there. Yep. 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 Okay. So got those. Oh, stick the sentiments on the inside too. Not quite done yet. I'll stick that one there. And I left the lid off my glue. That was just brilliant of me. Okay. There we go. Got the glue. Just stick that in place. Yep, that works. And then this one. Okay, and then that one. Perfect. Okay, let me put the lid. There it is. I was like, where's the lid? And then, for those that check the supplies, the Flickering Butterflies Wafer Die. Another old one. And not Halloween. Not Halloween. This one came out many years ago. I've used it many, many, many times. In fact, this is like 5 years old. Pretty sure it's still available. I was able, yeah, it has to be because I found the link when I was doing the links. So it's still available. Hopefully it's in stock. That I didn't check with this if it was in stock. Is it in stock? The Flickering Butterflies Wafer Die?
Flickering Butterflies?
Yeah, it's on my list.
Yep.
Yeah. One of my favorite die sets. Okay. Save some of this. And then Simon's. They call this black glitter cardstock. It's not really. It's like indigo purple glitter, really. It's not like black, but I'm okay with that. It's pretty. It's pretty. You know? It's super pretty. I like it. So that's what we're going to use. So we need this and this. And we're going to die cut some of these little dudes. Ooh. One of them already escaped. Let's just stick them. I'll pop these guys out because I need to die cut more. Okay, so we got that one, and then let's do one more. Yep. Yep. Okay. It's so funny how timely Chris is with the links. Amy says it and poof, it's here. Well, yeah, this unpaid intern, he knows how to work. Yeah. He's gonna earn his keep. Please don't beat me, man. Okay. Yeah, Flickering Butterflies, one of just my all-time favorite little die sets. And you need to be right side up. That has made an appearance in, who knows how many videos I've used these guys in, but they go together with the Wildflower stamp set, like peanut butter and jelly. Like, they're just meant to be together as far as I'm concerned. And I thought it would be cute, and if I did it with the black glitter cardstock, kind of reminiscent of bats, you know? Like, but again, it's fun to make Halloween cards with, like, almost no Halloween supplies. That's, like, all the fun. So, okay. We're gonna glue on these little dudes. He'll get paid in 20 years with his crochet throw.
Yeah.
Yep. He's just gonna have to be super patient. Super extra duper patient, because who knows when I'll start working on that thing again. So yeah, just little dabs. Little dabs of glue. Boop. Stick one over here. Stick one there. No. Yeah. And then we'll stick the other ones on the inside. Because why not? Yeah. Yeah. Kinda like bats, but not really, you know? And they're just cute and they're glittery and it makes me happy. I think, I think there's chatter about the Spellbinders Better Press. Go on Spellbinders website, go under the Better Press. Spellbinders has done an entire, like, thing, I'm 99% positive it's on their website, that lists what machines are compatible. They've already, because, like, they've tested and yada, 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 because, yeah, I'm not sure if any electric machines work with the Better Press, but I could be wrong. But Spellbinders has it listed all on their website. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna just stick him right there. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then we'll do these guys. Little dabs. Yep. And I'm actually kind of glad that these, and that's why I pulled out this, like, Simon's glitter cardstock. I'm kind of glad it's not, like, black glitter, because then these pop out a little bit more with, like, the black card base, the black embossing, you know, because if they were just full on, you know, black glitter, they wouldn't be as noticeable. So they stand out a little bit, you know? Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, exact matches. How can you separate the ideas in your head? I don't. Although, and product promotion, but it's true. You will have to correct me, because Trinity sells this. Oh, I gotta post that. Anyway, it's stuff. Card making sketchbook. When it comes to card making, I showed this in a Trinity. I've kept mine open. I haven't even closed this in forever, so I've actually gone past the. There we go. Random product placement. This was sent to me. I would have bought it. It's not cheap. It is big though. Like, this thing is hefty. It's hefty. It comes in its own box. I showed it in the May or June release from Trinity. One of them. I forget exactly when this was released. But yeah, it comes in its own box. It's a little pricey, but I was sent this. I would have purchased it. It's awesome. I've gone through it. I'm not going to like go through it here, but I'm using it more. I'm not going to show, because I've got some like stuff that's not released that I've sketched out. But yeah. So, and I need to start like carrying this upstairs with me, because more often than not, I get some really good ideas like as I'm falling asleep, or when I wake up at 3 a.m. or random things and I'm just too bloody tired, you know, and it's like, I'll remember. No, I won't. You know, so I sketch out. But I didn't tell you this. The other night I had such a good idea in my head of a card. And then I completely forgot about it. And then I remembered today, for whatever reason, the whole thing popped back in my head. So I sketched it out. And yeah, so sketch it out, put it on your things, everything. It's nice. It's really, and because like A2, mini slimline, A7, slimline, dot sheets. Again, I went through it all in that video. I'm not going to do it all again here. But yeah, this thing's hefty. It's going to last for goodness knows how long before I fill the whole thing up. And I'm really liking it. Like, she really put a lot of thought and effort into this, and it's so much better than the 500 Post-it notes I have stacked in the corner. So I just keep it here, but I need to start making a habit of like hauling it upstairs with me at night, so that, because yeah, I do have too many ideas in my head. It never stops. It never stops. Just, it never stops. Ever. Anyway, it's at the bare minimum, like yeah, it's pricey. However, for those, you know, that would be a wonderful like gift idea, you know, for a card maker, or to ask for that sort of a thing. Yeah, it's nice, and it comes in its own really pretty, like even the box it comes in like coordinates and everything. Like it would make a beautiful gift for a friend who's a card maker, etc. Like 100%. So yeah, I remember Tunisia, the owner of Trinity Stamps, when she had first told me about it, and it was another one of those things where I was like, okay, you know. And then when I got it and actually opened it, I was like, wow, I was impressed, and I really like it a lot. So I'm slowly getting better at keeping an eye, like using it and sketching out some of my ideas and keeping it all in one spot, because I have 5,000 Post-it notes. It doesn't end. Where do I want to put this guy? I'm going to put him right there. Yeah, he can go right there. So yeah. Oh, the link didn't work.
Yeah, hold on.
Come on, intern. Are those peanut M&Ms? Thank you. I may be on a health journey, but I'm still gonna have the occasional peanut M&M. You gotta have snacks, man. Anyhow, okay. Yeah, just stick him right there. So. I won't fire you over it, babe.
That's
It's all good.
I wasn't really working for you anyway. I work for Peanut M&M's.
You work for Peanut M&M's. Well, considering I did buy those for you.
Yeah.
And hot sauce.
And hot.
Hot sauce and peanut M&M's. So real, he's not an unpaid intern. I buy him snacks and, you know, things he likes. So, yeah. Okay. I use mine too to write who I sent the card to. That is a good idea too. That is. Yeah. And especially for those that do, because there's nothing wrong with it. If you make, you know, multiples of the same card, so you make 10 of card 20, whatever you do, you know. So if you do have like multiples and then you're only sending them out like one at a time, a few at a time, whatever. Yeah, if you're keeping track, so you don't send the same person the exact same card, you know, that would be a good idea to keep track of it. I'm sure for me, it's only a matter of time before I end up sending someone the same card twice. I can totally see me doing that. Yeah. It's gonna happen one of these days. But, oh well. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna add any other bling to this. No, these cards are done. And also because I need to go lay down after this. My head is like literally not feeling the greatest. But let me zoom in a bit. And let me get my... So yeah, there are my finished cards. And they're sparkly. They're so sparkly and amazing. Do you want to post a link to the spray stains again? Because yeah, for those that missed the beginning, the whole set that I showed at the beginning of the Halloween spray stains, so 30, there's 36 altogether, so it's 18. Yeah, sets 1 to 6 of the Halloween spray stains are on sale. And Chris, you posted a link? Chris posted a link. They're also linked below, but they're like almost half off at Simon right now. And again, if you guys use my affiliate links, I get a little percentage of that at no cost to you guys. Here, let me switch my camera, and then I can put that over here so that we can chat for a little bit. Me work. There we go. There we go. So yeah, affiliate links, because I do get asked this a lot. All my links generally below my videos, on my social media, blog posts, etc. are affiliate links. All affiliate links is there's a little like cookie, a tracking cookie. So when you click on one of my links, and then if you place an order, so you click on one of my links, doesn't really matter which one, honestly, it doesn't matter which one. And it takes you specifically for me, because it varies from creator to creator, because there's affiliates for a bajillion different stores and brands out there. I'm affiliated exclusively with Simon Says Stamp. So you click on one of my links, you decide to order whatever it is you want to order, because again, it doesn't matter. It legit doesn't matter. You can click on the link for the Big Mama foam tape, and then you order blending brushes and whatever else. It doesn't matter. If you complete the order, I get just a little percentage of that. Again, no cost to you. It doesn't add anything. You know, there's no hidden fees or anything like that. Because I wouldn't play that game in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, and then at the end of the month, it's all added up, and that's what keeps the lights on and the heater running. And it keeps Chris fed with peanut M&Ms. And hot sauce.
Yep.
So, that's how those work. Yep. Gotta keep the unpaid intern fed so that he can continue being my unpaid intern. And yeah, so that's how it works. And you don't need to, and I understand that too, because I used to think the same thing. You don't need to use like a link for every specific product. That's why I said too, it doesn't matter what you order. Yeah, clicking it once, and then when you check out, I get my little bonus. And yes, I have that code in the description box below. Mary posts as well. You can use the code COZY, COZY. That goes until I think the middle of November. I'm not 100% certain, but anytime I find a code, I always like to share those with you guys too, because again, let's save some money, you know? So yeah, that was how that all works. Yeah. So those were my cards. They're 5x7. Links are below to just about everything. And after, sorry, I thought those pills still haven't like fully, I'm just like not feeling the greatest. Anyway, like I always do, he works for peanuts, literally. He does. No, I genuinely appreciate it. He helps. It helps. Yeah, because good Lord, I'm already 2.5 hours in. Could you imagine how much longer my lives would be if it was just me? Like, I can't keep up with all the things. It's, yeah, it's hard enough. I like to talk with my hands, you know? So, but yeah, I very much enjoy doing these lives with you guys, and I very much enjoy you guys, you know, hanging out with me and the chatting and the thumbs upping and all the things, because that genuinely helps. Free shipping, stocked with stamped temper. Yes, that code no longer works. As of right now, the cozy code is the only one that that works. And what was I saying? I already forgot. Oh, the thumbs upping and the commenting and stuff. It genuinely helps. It has to do with, it's not even about the, the more thumbs up I get and the more likes I get and the more comments I get, you know, it makes me more popular. It's not even that. It has to do with literally how the freaking algorithms work. The more people just thumbs up and especially comment and engage, it does a couple things. One, it helps drive my videos out a little bit more towards people with the same interests, because it's like, oh, if you like watching card making videos, if, you know, YouTube's robot overlords will be like, oh, you might like this, you know, you might like this, that sort of a thing. It also helps the person who's doing it, because I've had a lot of people over the years, and they were just like, oh, I'm so glad I found you again. Or they're like, oh, you haven't posted in a long time. I was like, dude, I post like multiple times a week, sometimes more than once a day, etc. You know what I mean? And if whether it's me or this applies to just anything, whatever it is you like on YouTube, the people that you like watching, etc., the more you engage with their content, whether it's thumbs upping, commenting, etc., the more you'll see their content, because that's the crazy thing. It's like, yeah, I have 90-some thousand subscribers. I'm not sure where we're at. Slowly working our way, very slowly. It's going to take me a while to hit 100K. Someday. It's going to take years probably, but that's fine. But you think of that, like nearly 100,000 subscribers, a very small percentage of that actually sees my videos, watches regularly, etc. Because again, that's just how YouTube works. You know, people subscribe and then they never watch again. It happens. It's fine. But for those that want to see it, engaging with it, thumbs upping it, etc., you'll see it more often. And then me personally, I always post on my socials, which are linked below, I'm only on Facebook. I have my Facebook page, my Instagram account, and my website. That's basically it. I'm not anywhere else ever, you know? So if anyone's pretending to be me, that only happens when I'm doing giveaways. That is on our list too. Giveaways, that remind me. Not doing it today. We just got to figure out a system that works for us. The plan is in future lives is to do giveaways of the cards I make to people that are chatting in the live chat. We just need to figure out a little system that will make it easy for my little unpaid intern to, like, you know, pick a winner randomly, that sort of a thing. I have some ideas in my head. We need to, like, sit down and figure out what's going to work. So that will be in the future. but it'll be something sort of like, I just thought it would be fun to do something like that. And near 92,000. Yeah, it's still so like, I'm not for everyone. You know, my numbers are not going to just explode. I don't grow exponentially, those sorts of things, because my personality and the way I do things and the way I say things and the way I act is not for everyone. I'm okay with it. I really am. It is what it is. I'm not going to change my personality. I'm not going to act fake or anything like that to try and like grow my numbers or be someone I'm not. I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I won't. So yeah, a lot of people just don't like me, and I'm okay with it. I got a good group of you guys, you know, and we'll just keep weeding out the negative ones and weeding out the little trolls that like to be keyboard warriors and everything else, and I'm more than okay with that. And yes, there's random picker software. There's a lot of things. We need to figure out exactly what works easiest and best and what we want to do. But it will be announced when we have it figured out. As of right now, it just isn't. So, yeah, it would be super fun. And yeah, for those that aren't aware, I do send out my cards. They go to my Patreon supporters. So I'll give that a little plug because I don't really promote my Patreon in a lot of ways. That's linked below all my videos as well, but they get my cards. I just sent out in the last couple months like 50 plus, it was 50 plus cards to some of my top tiers, and I got another batch I need to prep and do and send out to my Patreon peeps, because yeah, they support me and put up with my chaos and my absolute lack of organization and all the things. So the bare minimum that I can do is I send them cards. So, anywho, yeah, I get a kick out of it when you guys say like similar personalities. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Oh, fun times. But anywho, like always, I will take photos of the finished cards. I'll do up my social medias, the blog posts, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, all the things. That'll come up later today. And I will have a bunch of other videos coming. This is actually technically the third video I'm working on today, like the live. I have one currently going. I have another. There's going to be like a couple of videos coming up tomorrow, possibly 3. I don't even know. I got a lot going on, and it'll be good. But this stuff, the officials of these cards and stuff will come up soon. And yeah, that's all I got to say. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thanks to my unpaid intern who's like raiding my fridge.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess you're allowed to have something to drink. That's fine.
I didn't really have lunch, so I'm thinking about what.
You were supposed to have lunch before we started.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway. It's all good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all very soon in the next one. Bye.